So a little bit about the haunt before we get into the rating system. It's Scary Acres. It's in Cranston, Rhode Island at Cafreda Farms. There is two different types of haunts that they have at this attraction. A haunted hayride and a haunted corn maze. The hayride roughly lasts about 20 minutes. The corn maze is roughly between 45 minutes to an hour. To get into this haunt, there is no tickets at the door. You have to do your ticketing online, and it is a time ticketing system. Parking is in the rear, which is very close to the tractor system that they use for the hayride. You have to sit in your car 5 minutes until your time and go stand in line at that time. And then you get on the hayride. The next one I'm gonna say is a next bright spot of the hayride, which was fun, was the clown set. Not because I'm biased to clowns, because I love them, but they actually had two great actors on the clowns. They were fun. They really got into their being a clown. And the group that was in with our hayride, the girls, they were crazy, scared, like always. But they were really good. The other thing I liked about the hayride was the facades the sets that were built. They were really beautiful sets, I will say. Beautifully done. And whoever's their artist was a great paint artist. And there was a lot of great paintings done on this, the haunt as well. So now let's get into our rating. My rating for this haunt is a 4 out of 10 screams. It's not the worst haunt, but it's not the best haunt. There are some bright spots, and then there are some very bad dark spots. One of the bright spots is right at the beginning, and the line / getting on the hayride, there was an actor that actually was very playful with everybody. And to be honest, I don't know what he was actually trying to be, whether he was a clown or a redneck. But he had a rubber clown, and Jess was messing around with the rubber clown with him, and he got very playful, which was fun. Always to have fun. We got on the hayride, and there was a group of girls that are easy to scare, so that's even more fun to have. So the other bright spot that was part of the hayride was, I like the idea that they have a recording of the rules being played. They have a light feature that flashes at the same time as it talks. But the bad thing about that is they do have a wooden plaques that do say the rules, and you can barely see them because of the lights. So that was also a good thing and a bad thing. Another bright spot of the hayride was the wolves. I will say they were very fun to play around with. These guys were really great. One of them jumped on, was messing around with everybody. Another one was on the side messing around with everybody. They were really good actors and got the wolf down. So the corn maze I'm gonna get into, really wasn't too many bright spots about it. One other bright spot about the corn maze, like in the hayride, there was wolves. And I will say the two guys that were, whoever was the actors that were working the corn maze, they were really good. They actually got us three, and one actually got a double scare on Ashley and Jess. So kudos to that one. But I will say the other bright spot was they had some good props out. There was another set in there that was like a meat house or something that was that actually, if you walked in there, the meat was moving and almost hitting you in the head, which was a nice feature to have. But they used some of the better props in that area, but that's all they had. Mostly good sets and props. Now let's get into negatives. That's the corn maze actually brings out one of the better points of negatives. They really were understaffed, and I'm not going to hold it really badly against the haunt, but they were severely understaffed. In the corn maze, I would say there probably was about 15 actors, if that. There was a lot of spots that were like miss hits that you should do. There was a lot of blank spots in the corn maze. That was sad because that corn maze used to be packed with actors. So I'm not gonna hold it against them that the actors they didn't have enough actors, but it is a downfall to our night. As for the negatives for the hayride, I will say the same exact thing. Not enough actors. There was a whole set that was actually without any actors, and it's sad because it was a good set, a graveyard scene set, but there was nobody there. We were expecting somebody to jump out, and there was nobody there. Also, a negative to the haunt, I will say this right now: whoever they do have as scare actors need a lot of training. One of the big training that they have, and this coming from a scare actor himself, if you know how to set up your timing, scare in the front or scare in the middle. Do not scare at the back end because nobody's going to get scared at, really. I'm going to say that nobody's going to get scared, really, unless you're creeping on them. That may be a good scare, but I will say this right now, it really wasn't all that scary to us. In the corn maze, there was really no scares. Every now and then there was a person here and there, but in the corn maze, if somebody jumped out at you, they didn't jump at us. They jumped at our backs, basically. I can understand it was open at night and they couldn't get their timing down right away. Okay, they wasn't that busy. But it's something that is major that they need to work on. And I hopefully will get a chance to get back to there and see if they actually did any changes to anything or added any more people. Another thing that was bad about the hayride was there was an actor that really all he did was walk around the trailer. He didn't say anything, didn't jump on the trailer. All he did was just scare, basically he wasn't scaring. He just walked around the tractor and the trailer. That's it. He didn't do anything. And this is in a set that should have actually had him jumping up and doing stuff, or had an extra man, because honestly he was the only one there. So okay, it was on open at night, but again, it's something that needs to be addressed. Do something. Another thing that kind of bugged me was the chainsaw guys. There was one guy that was good, that was on the trail, not the corn maze, the hayride. He was very and athletic. He was really good at his job. But the guy that was in the corn maze, all he was doing was just standing there and going, okay, that was it. He didn't do much. But other than that, there wasn't any other too bad of issues. all three of us have said the same thing. There was a lot of missed opportunities there. Hopefully they can fix it. Hopefully they can get the staff to fix it. Hopefully they can actually train the timing down for their actors as well. Because there's a lot of potential there. So, if you are looking to be a scare actor, they're still hiring. So go to Cafreda Farms and talk about Scary Acres. They will hire you, hopefully. Also, there was no injuries, so that's a good thing. There was a branch that did hit Ashley in the face, but she was fine. But other than that, if you, I'm going to end this. If you are new here, please subscribe and put your notifications on so you know when the next videos are. Also, if you have any comments or if you like this, please hit the like button and also comment below. But until next time, keep on coasting, y'all. Keep on getting screamy and freaky, y'all. And peace.